Mary Ann Kaufman from Healthy Rise Nutrition. I'm a registered dietitian and a functional medicine expert. You know, I want you to think about your body as a natural disease-fighting machine. We have an immune system that keeps us healthy, or wants to keep us healthy. Maybe you've heard that certain foods cause cancer or other chronic illnesses, and you think you want to be sure to avoid those things if you can. And maybe you've heard that when someone finds out they have cancer, they talk about whether it's in the lymph nodes. You wonder, what do the lymph nodes do? How do you cut your risk of cancer with what you eat? And other chronic illnesses are related to inflammation? Things like diabetes, heart disease, and other things are related to inflammation. Your lymph system, your immune system. In this video, we're going to make it crystal clear what to avoid to cut your risk of cancer and other chronic illnesses. And I guarantee you that most of what you're doing, most of you are doing one of these three things that make your risk for cancer a little greater. So pay attention. In the next short video, we're also going to explore how to build your system once we remove these things that might promote cancer in your body. We're going to look at how to make it a healthy place. So your body, to make it a super fighting machine to avoid cancer and other illnesses, is amping up your immune system. So it helps to understand what role our immune system plays, our lymph nodes. I've been a dietitian for a number of years, and I remember thinking, what role do the lymph nodes play in the body? I only heard about them when somebody has cancer. So our immune system really is very intricate. It protects our bodies from viruses, bacteria, from toxins, to recognize dangers to our body. And it also clears out damage so that when we injure something, the bad tissue gets cleared out and healing can ensue. We have cells that engulf and kill bacteria. The neutrophils, for instance, and the macrophages. And we have something called the natural killer cells. Isn't that amazing? We want to make these cells robust so that they can take care of us and clear us of any bacteria and toxins. We also have what we call the adaptive immune system that has a memory about the challenges we've addressed in the past. This is the immune part of the system that responds to vaccines, like the COVID vaccine. That's an adaptive immune response. We want our systems to quickly recognize the problems, attack them and clear them out, and then when our bodies are done, stop that inflammation. We recognize inflammation by redness, pain, swelling, heat from increased blood flow, and this can be a good thing. But sometimes our bodies don't stop inflammation when the system is clear. So we've got some chronic situations that can lead to chronic illnesses. Oftentimes, osteoporosis, which we thought was related to how much milk we drank, really is an example of a chronic inflammation. Or something like rheumatoid arthritis or lupus is a part of our immune response. Sometimes our body's ability to jump on an infection is too weak, like maybe we have gum disease or a gut infection. The process goes on, the infection goes on because we don't clear it out. We want to keep our cells growing and proliferating the infection-fighting cells. We want our immune systems to proliferate, but sometimes the cells get out of whack, and that's the situation with cancer cells. But something in our system our immune system makes us not able to stop the cancer cells. When it's working efficiently, our immune system protects us from getting cancer. There are 4 lifestyle hacks that make our risk for cancer, our ability for our immune systems to fight off the cancer cells and knock them straight flat, make it worse. So a lot of times our food supply isn't as natural as it could be. We eat a lot of processed foods, foods that have a lot of additives. If you can't pronounce the ingredients, that's not a natural food. The second thing, excess calories. Maybe you're eating the same calories you did when you're 20 and now you're 40 and you start packing on the weight. Eating too many calories causes our immune system to react less efficiently, makes us more vulnerable. It's possible to overeat too much healthy food and gain weight. If we cut our calories by only 30%, down from 1,800 calories maybe to 1,500 calories, that's about what's in 1 cup of ice cream, or 2 ounces less of potato chips, or 1 cup less of sugary cereal. The inflammation markers in our system go down. We decrease body fat and increase our ability to process and fuel our bodies efficiently. When we have excess calories, we have too much glucose in our system, and we respond less well to the energy in our bloodstream. The third aspect that promotes inflammation, or a lack of inflammation response, more likely for cancer, is excess carbohydrates. Now, our bodies need carbohydrates for muscles and brains, but if we eat more than about 45% of our calories from carbohydrate, or 1/4 of our plate from grains or starchy food, that leads to obesity, a change in our metabolism, maybe high cholesterol, more likely for heart disease and diabetes, and it makes our cancer-fighting cells less efficient. The problem really is foods that are low in fiber, high in sugar. They are pro-inflammatory. They make us more likely, more prone to cancer and problems with other chronic diseases. Our risk for cancer is 3 times greater when we eat foods that cause our blood sugars to spike. And we're not talking about healthy fruits and vegetables. It's the overprocessed white carbs. And oftentimes our risk for cancer goes up when we eat unhealthy fats. Trans fats are made when vegetable oil that's cheap is turned into solid shortening with hydrogenation. And along with animal fats that are saturated, they are the solid fats at room temperature. They cause inflammation markers in our blood to go up and makes our immune system less efficient in fighting off cancer cells. Vegetable oils tend to be healthier, but we want them in the right balance. Many foods are fried in our system. Fats from soybean, corn, sunflower, and safflower oil contain omega-6 fatty acids. They're cheaper, but they're not exactly as healthy as we want them to be. Too much omega-6 triggers off inflammation markers and makes our platelets stick together, and we can't cut the potential for cancer as effectively. Omega-3 oils are anti-inflammatory. They come from fatty fish, avocado, and olive oil. And they help our immune systems be more organized. Chia seeds, walnuts, canola oil, and flaxseed are examples of omega-3s. They decrease the pro-inflammation compounds and help us naturally fight off cancer. Now that you've cleared your system of things that promote cancer, the next video is going to make it crystal clear about what things to include to make you a super fighting machine so that you avoid inflammation and cancer. We're going to have a whole lot of fun. Check out my website at Healthy Rise Nutrition too for also some healthy recipes, and our Facebook page. Thanks so very much for joining us. Mary Gannon Kaufman, Healthy Rise Nutrition.